This is another new one that I just found, and I thought it was so cute. It's called Rescuing Mrs. Birdley Back to School, Where She Belongs. This book is written by Erin Reynolds, illustrated by Emma Reynolds. Miranda Montgomery was an animal expert. She watched the Nature Joe animal show every single day. Nature Joe was wildly fantastic. He rescued animals of every size, from lemurs to lions. Sometimes the animals got quite aggressive, but they were always happy once Nature Joe returned them to their natural habitat. So when Miranda saw her teacher at the grocery store, she knew just what to do. Mrs. Birdley didn't belong in a grocery store. I'm going to pause for just a second. Many of my students at Almond Grove have seen me out at Target or Winco, and it's so exciting to see you guys outside of the school, but many of you get really surprised when you see me too. Sometimes we do leave those school grounds, and it's kind of funny to see us outside. Well, that's what Miranda's going through right now. She must have gotten loose from her classroom and wandered off. Mrs. Birdley wasn't getting aggressive yet, but Miranda was sure she would be much happier back in her natural habitat. Luckily, Miranda Montgomery had been prepping for this moment her entire life. Miranda had once seen Nature Joe dig a hole and line it with cozy pillows to rescue a sick Bengal tiger. Oh no, what is she doing here? But Mrs. Birdley was sly. She avoided the hole completely. Look, she stepped right over it. Thank goodness. What's he got in his hand? Keep an eye on that. Unfortunately, the deli man was not as sly. Look, he fell right through her hole. Miranda needed bait, and she knew the perfect bait to use: blueberry yogurt. It was all Mrs. Birdley ever ate back in her natural habitat, the classroom. Miranda knew lost creatures were sometimes skittish at first, but Mrs. Birdley couldn't resist the scent of fruity, low-calorie goodness. Oh no, look at her. Miranda sprung her trap, but Mrs. Birdley could move faster than Miranda expected. I think that is a wallet that the deli man is chasing Mrs. Birdley to show her that she left it behind. On Nature Joe's small rodent special, he found a little lost weasel searching for food. He caught the weasel in a cage, took it to a meadow, and set it free. The weasel scampered happily away. So Miranda knew firsthand that the key to catching a quick animal was slow and steady movements. While Mrs. Birdley was distracted by the alfalfa sprouts, Miranda made her move. Oh my gosh, I'm almost afraid to turn the page. What did Miranda do? Oh no, Miranda's teacher squealed the whole way back to school. Just like that little lost weasel. Look at her rolling the garbage can. Miranda knew Mrs. Birdley would be much happier back where she belonged. She didn't look happy right now, but she was probably just shaken up from her little adventure. Being locked safe and sound in her classroom all weekend would settle her right down. Miranda Montgomery went home, feeling wildly fantastic, just like Nature Joe. Look at the school. The only light on is Mrs. Birdley's classroom because she's stuck there all weekend. Oh no! Until Sunday. That's when she saw her principal, Mr. Kinklestout, in the home improvement store. There he was, just shuffling down the lawnmower aisle. Mr. Kinklestout wasn't getting aggressive yet. The end. Oh, that little Miranda Montgomery.